somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Okay, who do you need to call out today? And for what? Chance to put some people on blast here. There are a couple big things that happened over the weekend that, man, it was a little heated. Did you happen to catch that hockey game that happened? It is the Four Nations hockey tournament that is going on that includes the U.S.
Panda loves hockey. And so he was like ginned up because his favorite player from the Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk,
yeah.
was like there with his brother.
Right.
And apparently fists of fury were flying. And the Canadians booed the U.S. during the anthem. And so the U.S. whipped that ass.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, this is going down in Montreal. They played the U.S. anthem. And you can hear the boos were raining down from the Canadians. That's a lot of booing. Yeah, apparently the Americans did not take it well because, right away, there were like 3 fights in the first 9 seconds.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
First 9 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much were ready to drop the puck and like, nope, we're going to drop the gloves first or get this thing going on here.
We got to get some aggression out real quick. Y'all want to boo? Boo this.
You're going to boo us like that? Then, okay, then we're going to fight.
Boo my fist in your throat.
As a fan, you love this, right?
Oh, Panda loved it.
It made it exciting. It brought a lot of people in and, got people very emotionally charged up on this whole thing. And, hey, you can boo, but then you gotta back it up. The Canadians, unfortunately, did not. They got that ass whooped 3-1. So you're going to boo somebody's anthem. I wonder if some of the Canadian players are going, guys, come on, man. We got to play these guys. But
don't boo them because then they'll take it out on us.
Yeah. Yeah, here was a bit of what it sounded like after the anthem went down.
And the gloves are off. Hagel from Tampa Bay, Tkachuk from Florida. Did not see this coming. Both sides said they hoped it wouldn't happen tonight. It did. It's helped set the tone. Charlie McAvoy put one on net. Now we're 9 seconds in. We had a fight 2 seconds in, another one 1 second later. Now in the center of the action, it's Colton Parayko and JT Miller.
This is like 1996 when this building opened up with the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, it was wow.
Both sides said they didn't want this to happen. Whatever. They were so ready for this to go down.
Yeah.
The fans wanted it.
And what is funny, too, is you had Matthew and Brady Tkachuk that were out there throwing down. And they put out a photo that back in 1996, their dad, Keith Tkachuk, he did the same thing when he played for Team USA. He's a hockey guy. Yeah, he threw down the gloves right away and went around with Mario Lemieux. So
okay, that is pretty cool.
I gotta watch that.
That's just what they do. They duke it out. So that was some fun stuff. And now Canada has to play their next match. They play their next game in Boston. And I've heard the Boston fans are ready for the Canadian national anthem. So,
oh, wow.
So this going to be the new thing?
Boston's a very rowdy town. Yeah,
Boston does not play.
Boston does not play, and they're very fired up for the Canadians coming in this week.
Are we going to see this a lot now?
I guess so. I guess we're sparking up a battle with Canada.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess
Are we still buying Canada? Is that happening?
I don't know if we can afford Canada.
Okay.
I don't know. Not sure. I'm not. No,
I thought that was a thing
anything.
a couple weeks ago.
I know about Canada Dry. That's about it.
Yeah. I think we're buying Greenland, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, that you can buy. Canada, nah. I don't think so. Some other things to call out here. There was one thing, if you're a Dolphins fan, you might remember. Do you remember a guy named Richie Incognito? He was an offensive lineman. You remember the guy that went crazy at that gym in Boca? I think he threw a dumbbell through a mirror.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, he was a pretty good player. He played for a lot of teams, played for the Dolphins. I think he played for the Bills for a little while, lots of teams. But they had kind of a Bully-Gate thing that had happened with the Miami Dolphins back in the day. It's about maybe a decade ago. Jonathan Martin was another offensive lineman, and he had claimed that Richie Incognito was one of the players on the Dolphins that was bullying him.
Oh.
Well, now apparently it has kind of come out that Jonathan Martin has said, yeah, I kind of made that whole thing up. I was never bullied
wow.
back in the day.
Dang.
Yeah, and Richie Incognito was going off. It came out yesterday where he had basically said, Martin says, now, I never believed for a second I was being bullied. He said, it's a story that I've been trying to fix for 10 years. And Richie Incognito was very upset because the reporter that reported that story had said, yeah, you called this a notable excerpt, but this story ruined my life over this BS.
Wow.
Yes. And so Richie Incognito was very busy yesterday, the former Miami Dolphin, saying that Jonathan Martin couldn't cut it in the NFL, so he quit, and his mom blamed me. Legacy media then pushed this narrative long and far. Too bad it was all a lie. They lied to protect his money. He quit. The team had every right to claw back that money. His mom started the bullying narrative with ESPN so the Dolphins wouldn't go after his signing bonus.
Wow.
No, you should get in trouble for that. You ruined someone's character.
Yeah.
And lied about them. I'm
Right.
sorry. That's not right.
That's crazy.
And in another tweet, Richie Incognito shared a photo, and he said, yeah, this is just how much we were bullying him. This is us bullying Mike Pouncey for wearing a blanket during our buggy ride to dinner in Indianapolis the night before the game against the Colts. And it looks like they're all having a good time and all that, which is what Richie Incognito had said the whole time. Said, I didn't single him out. I didn't bully him any more than we just kid with everybody else. It's a locker room. It's sports.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So, yeah, Richie Incognito was just busy blasting everybody yesterday. So he was doing that. And another quick call him out on the positive angle here for Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat. He won the three-point shooting contest over the weekend. They had the NBA All-Star game.
Oh.
Yes. And I got to see him lose twice this last week.
You saw him in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I did. And I saw him in Dallas. I got to see the Heat lose both of those games. But he was very good. I mean, he is pretty much the star of the Miami Heat now, and so he did really well, and he won that. I believe he's the 5th Miami Heat player to have won the three-point contest. So big congrats to him.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.